Hello and welcome again to Completely Biased Podcast. I stopped there for a second because I almost forgot the name of our podcast again.
Dude, you gotta stop doing that.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really bad with names. But welcome again to the Completely Biased Podcast. I am joined with Trevor. Again, not at the poker table.
Dude, the poker table is like...
He's feeling left out.
That, and he's becoming a little infamous now.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of shunned him.
The poker table will be back on screen, in video form. It will be back eventually. But right now we're just hanging out in the studio. Better mic quality here for right now until we can get everything figured out with the poker table.
With poker table.
Yeah. But anyways, today, no like real news today. We're recording this on a Tuesday, so if anything happens before this comes out on Thursday, don't yell at us.
Hopefully over 2 days it doesn't change.
Hopefully. But we're doing a top 20 players in the NBA. And I felt like we're into the season enough where all these like kind of new names are going to start popping up into our minds. So how this is going to work is we both came up with our own lists, but for sake of time, we're going to go off of Trevor's list. And whenever my list differs from his list, we're going to discuss it and argue about it. And we're going to, by the end of this podcast, we're going to come up with the completely biased definitive edition of the top 20 players in the NBA.
Yeah, I think it's going to be cool to do a little ranking show. I know we like to do those. We just do this for fun sometimes. So.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't argue top 28 players in the NBA?
I know.
Who's the best player and who's the best point guard? And
dude, we yell at each other like every day over it.
But, okay, so we're going to start from top to bottom, or start from number 1, work our way down to number 20, because I feel like it only gets more interesting the further you go down. The top 5 are pretty set in stone. I'll see if Trevor has any surprises for me, but...
They might be, like, mixed around, but they should be the top 5 players.
Yeah. But from there on, it gets a little bit more hairy, so we'll start with number 1. And
LeBron James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
saw that coming?
Yeah. I mean, LeBron James, can't really say much about him that we already haven't. You know, Trevor hates him.
I hate on him.
He hates him.
But, I hate on him.
But, you know, he's still the best player in the NBA. Still the best player in the world. Second best player probably of all time.
Yep. I agree with all that. I mean, that one's pretty simple. Can we just stop talking about him already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trevor hates LeBron.
Nope. I hate on LeBron. Number 2, Kevin Durant.
Yep, that's mine as well. Kevin Durant, right there, right behind LeBron is... And kind of sad this year, we haven't really seen him take that next step to be like... to overtake LeBron's spot.
I know we all want him to.
Yeah.
Like, just do it already.
But, you know...
he showed up in the finals. That's good enough for me.
7-footer, got handles, shoots a 3.
Plays defense. Yeah.
I mean, he has added that to his game. You know, LeBron always had that, like... Not so much now, because his defense is kind of taking a step back. But, you know, LeBron always had that thing of, like, I play defense, too. And Durant was like, I play defense, too.
Well, Durant sure did play defense in the playoffs last year, and he's looked pretty good so far this year.
Yep.
So
defense is probably his second best quality now.
It really is.
So number 3.
Chef Curry.
Yep. That's what I have on my list.
Your boy Steph.
So like I said, like so far, no.
Can we just like
differences
take
here.
a second on Stephen Curry? Why does everybody act like he's like a bottom top 10 player now? Like he's still probably the most efficient and best offensive player in the NBA.
He has the best plus minus in the NBA.
He's so good. Now his hair is getting questionable.
No, he's back to his normal.
Oh, it's back now. Thank goodness.
It's not the little.
That was a terrible experiment.
It's not like the little mini dreads or whatever it was.
Little twisties that he had in his hair. Oh, that was awful. But yeah, I don't get it. I know people.
It's because Curry's not like that dominant force. He's not like a Durant or a LeBron. He's not. He's just
unguardable.
I know, but he just doesn't have like when you look at Curry, you're like. He's
that puny little guy shouldn't be able to do anything. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I mean, I have him on my list as number 3 as well, and I get what you say because a lot of people have him on their list a lot lower.
I mean, I've seen him crazy. Like out of the top 10. Like it's nuts.
He was a 2-time MVP. He's only 1 year removed from being MVP.
He's 2 years removed from winning 72 games.
Yeah, and like I said,
so
far in 2017-2018 season, he has the best plus minus in the league.
Yep, his offense. He has the highest offensive efficiency rating.
Yep.
It's ridiculous if everybody says he's lower than 4 or
So
5.
what? So what? His defense is a little lacking.
I know. Like, it doesn't matter when you're scoring 30 points a game. Number 4, he hasn't played all year, but I'm still going Kawhi Leonard.
All right. So this is my first little difference here. I do have Kawhi at number 5. I have Harden at number 4.
Okay, I've got Harden at 5.
So we got to hash this out. Harden or Kawhi?
Kawhi Leonard literally, I can't say he makes the team better because they're so good without him, but I mean, he's an elite defender, he's an elite shooter.
That's what Kawhi has over Harden is his defense. But Harden's got he's like Curry though. He's so efficient.
I know. I'm not trying to knock James Harden. He's still number 5 on my list, but it's just like
I know, but we need to come up with a definitive.
But when you say Kawhi, you know why Kawhi won Finals MVP that one year? It's because he defended LeBron and kept him in check, like the whole series.
I'm going to answer my own question here to have a definitive number 4 or number 5. So if I'm going to ask you this, and I'm going to answer myself because I think I'm going to sway myself, but if you had to pick one player to go into the season with, who would you pick?
I'm taking Kawhi Leonard. Sorry.
I think I would take Kawhi too, just because I'll go with Kawhi at 4.
Okay.
All right, Kawhi 4, Harden 5 then.
Yeah.
Okay, who's number 6?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hey, we got the same there too. Giannis has really, really shown this year that he's taken a giant step forward.
Yeah, I think I had him last year. I had him about 12, 13. I just wanted to see it again, and he took the next step.
Yeah. He's kind of faltered as of late, but faltering, not averaging 32 and 12.
Yeah. No, I mean, the thing about Giannis is that he can get to the basket whenever he wants. Mm-hmm. If you guard him, he's going to beat you to the basket. And if you don't guard him, he's just long enough to get over you.
Yep.
So
it doesn't matter if you can't shoot.
Yeah, it literally is irrelevant, which is kind of crazy to think about.
And when he does finally get a shot,
it's over.
It's over for everybody.
It's absolutely over, 100%. That's why I think if they get in the playoffs, I think they could compete with Boston. If they play Boston in the first round, I bet you that would be a series.
I think Boston. See, the thing with Boston is they don't blow anybody out. So it's going to be a series no matter who they go up against, which kind of scares me when they face Cleveland, and Cleveland's going to run over a lot of teams.
Well, I just think let's say if Milwaukee got Cleveland in the first round, you could still stick LeBron on Giannis, and Chris Middleton isn't going to beat you, right? In his playoff series. But who's Boston going to stick on Giannis and shut him down or keep him in check? I mean, Marcus Smart will play his heart out. Jaylen Brown will play his heart out. But
Al Horford actually played really, really good defense on Giannis in their second meeting of the year. And I know it's regular season and it's still early, but
yeah, I just
they limited Giannis a good amount.
Okay,
but they also Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks beat the Boston Celtics.
I honestly think, other than maybe he might be more, but him and Curry are probably the most unguardable players in basketball.
I mean, not James Harden, but LeBron James too.
I know. I don't want.
He's the best player in the basketball. Trevor, stop hating him.
I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying he's somewhat guardable. Butler's done it. Kawhi's done it. Dang did it. Ariza's done it. He's guardable.
Giannis can be bothered too.
He's bothered, but he's not really guardable. He's just hit him or punch him.
LeBron still, when he was guarded by Kawhi, was still averaging 25 in that series.
Yeah,
he was just
because he also had to. All right, whatever.
You don't guard these top players. You bother
true.
these top players. All right, number 7.
Russell Westbrook.
Ooh, okay. Russell Westbrook's a ways down on mine.
I know. The sad thing
I'm surprised by you.
I'm the biggest hater. I just.
All right, I'm gonna give you these players that I have over Russell Westbrook, because I want you to move Russell Westbrook down, because I think, like I said, we need to come up with a definitive list.
I can move him down. That's fine.
So,
and to be fair, I also made this 10 days ago. So
going into the season, who would you want, Westbrook or Anthony Davis?
I'm gonna say Westbrook because he's actually taken the team to the playoffs before. Anthony Davis hasn't done that. I know it sounds crazy,
but his team was much better last year. Anthony Davis has done that.
Did he?
Yes.
They got to the 8 seed barely.
Russell Westbrook alone got to the 7 seed barely.
No, they also won like 40-something like 47 games. The Pelicans won like 42 or something like that 1 year. It was a pretty big difference.
5 games?
That's a pretty big difference.
Your team is better.
What?
Not the Oklahoma City team last year, much more talent than Davis's Pelicans when he went to the playoffs.
Even Russell Westbrook doesn't have a Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Victor Oladipo, who's averaging 25 points per game this year.
That's true. Okay, we'll keep going down your list.
All right, Kyrie.
That would actually be really close. Kyrie's leadership lately has been. You're gonna hate where I have Kyrie because I have him too low. I'll admit that right away. I can honestly go give and take either there. Who else you got?
Boogie. Again, not make it to the playoffs, but going into the season, if you had them on equal teams, who would be better?
Boogie bothers me with his stinking temper, man. He doesn't shut up. He always gets technical fouls. He hurts you just as much as he helps you. That's my only problem with DeMarcus Cousins. I seriously think, and in all honesty, I truly believe this, that DeMarcus Cousins is the most talented basketball player in the NBA, but he cannot get it together upstairs.
All right, I'm with you on that, so I'll waver on Boogie. I'll put Westbrook ahead of Boogie, but I will not waver on Davis and Kyrie.
So we'll put him at 9.
Davis at 7, Kyrie 8, Westbrook 9.
I'm not putting Kyrie at 8. We're going to have to change that.
Who would you put above Kyrie? Who is your 6 or your 7, 8, 9?
So 7 I have Westbrook, 8 I have Davis, 9 Cousins, 10 I have John Wall.
So your Kyrie is behind Cousins and John Wall?
I'll take John Wall over Kyrie.
No.
Yeah.
If you put John... No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Kyrie is... No. John Wall has just proven this year. I know he's been hurt the last few games, but even before he got hurt, they were still stumbling.
He has been in and out of the lineup all season long. When he's healthy... Look at last year, though. When he's healthy, they are rolling. I mean, talk about another unguardable player. I'm not saying Kyrie's guardable, but like, what do you do against John Wall? He's going to harass you on defense.
Let him shoot threes.
Okay, and then what's Kyrie going to do on... I know I should talk about his defense badly, but he's been good this year.
Yeah,
but,
he's actually a good defense.
And John Wall can hit the open 3.
Can he, though?
Yeah, he can. He can hit it.
He had that one, like, game winner or whatever. Not game winner, but, like, game lock in the playoffs
I would rather have John Wall. I love his leadership.
I'm not wavering on Kyrie.
I love his... Well, we can come back to that later.
Kyrie leadership, that's what I'm talking about. That's like...
This is the one that's really going to tick you off.
Wait. So, okay, what do you have? You have...
Westbrook, Davis, Cousins, Wall. That's after Giannis.
Wall is so far down for me.
Oh my gosh. You're gonna despise my next one. You ready?
Sure.
Chris Paul.
Paul is so far down for me.
Is he in your top 20?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, that's good. Dude, I know he's been hurt, but he is still really, really good. I'm sorry. I know you don't like Chris Paul, but he is really good.
It's not that I don't like Chris Paul. I think his defense isn't a thing anymore. Like it used to be his argument that he was like the best two-way point guard in the league, but you were just saying John Wall for that, and like Kyle Lowry's a better defender than him. John Wall's probably a better defender than him. His defense has taken a big step back, and before this, I just don't see why Chris Paul is so great because he's never won anything.
I know that is the,
and he's been on talented teams. It's not like
I agree.
It's not like Davis or Cousins that haven't won anything that have been on trash.
I mean, in all honesty, other than Kyrie being clutch in the finals, what has he done? I'm just saying, LeBron carried them. You know, LeBron carried. They were the worst team in the league until LeBron got there.
I know, but the whole roster changed.
I know. That's why it's not really fair against Kyrie, but I don't think you put it for him either.
Look at Kyrie now, though, is what I'm saying.
I understand that, but I'm not going to put all my stock into 20 games.
I'm not putting all my stock into 20 games. I'm putting Kyrie is the reason that LeBron did win that one finals against the Warriors.
I will give you that. Well, Draymond Green getting suspended had a really big factor.
But after that, anyway, Kyrie was the one that hit the shot. Kyrie always hits the big shot.
I agree. I like Kyrie's clutchness. He's really clutch. But let me go back to Chris Paul real quick. You know Chris Paul is averaging the most assists per game this year since 2009?
It's been 3 games. Or 4 games.
6. Stop hating. 6. And he has to compete with James Harden for assists. So I still think, I could still argue that he's the best floor general in basketball.
Yeah, but Mike D'Antoni boosts everyone's numbers.
Yeah, that's still impressive when your shooting guard is also getting 9.